This mod actually makes multiple changes to the map, not just one, and we're gonna go over all of them, but safe to say, this is not at all gonna even remotely resemble an EU4 campaign. This is, I don't know. I don't know what this is, but China's about to see what pizza time's all about. Then there's this, which I completely didn't even see for a century or two as I was running this game. It looks kind of perfect in a really weird way. I mean, the colors are different, but someone here is probably gonna make it to Australia and colonize all that. Now, normally, it only takes like one of these things to have a really big impact in this game, so maybe we'll see like triple the amount of weirdness by the end of this video. So right off the bat, we've got Castile going into this new territory here. Also, why is everyone dealing with rebellions? Aragon, well, I guess just Aragon and Castile, and these guys were released somehow. I was gonna say it's kind of awkward with Granada and their faith, but at the same time, no, it should be fine. They're gonna fit right in. And there goes Scotland. We will not see a Scottish Siberia, even though that would have sounded perfect. And Naples obviously is free. They don't gotta worry about Castile taking them over. Oh, Pope's doing a lot of stuff over here too. I think I'm just gonna stop announcing this from now on. We all know my Ming is gonna explode. My Ming never lasts long, so there it goes again. Big, sexy Burgundy in Europe, which might cause France some issues. France is probably really confused right now. Could you imagine what they're thinking? Like, what is happening? I like seeing the Champa Empire slowly start to form up. They would be maybe the area to colonize the most. They got a lot of coastline, so maybe they'll build a bunch of ships and explore. Korea, already doing the Italian strategy and taking over Northern Africa. Let's see how that goes. That's actually really early. I'm surprised they did this so fast. Of course, Japan's gonna take a while to unify. They're doing their warring states period, but it's gonna be interesting to see how long it actually takes, because that's gonna be a big deal. Like, they need to get things going over here if they want to have a chance of having a good game. Oh no, here goes England doing their thing. They're already going straight after Pizza Land, and what is English? Italia, Asian, nah, I don't know how to, I like the name change. I like that, even if I can't pronounce it. Boom, they also grabbed this island up here, so that is kind of immediately scary. They could be doing like a reverse Russian plan, actually, going from Siberia and off to the east, or off to the west. That'd be cool. Galicia is taking over Portugal, which is surprising, and they got some tough stuff away from Castile. Weirdly, Castile lost territory, by the way. Aragon might have been expanding. I don't know. What are these doing? Why haven't you gone out and, I don't know, colonize something yet? China is in full explosion mode, so this should only help our new Western friends a bit more. Although, like I said, I mean, these people are having problems down here. England should really take advantage of this. This is gonna be an unfortunate area. Korea and France look like they have about the same blue, but okay. The Koreans took out Switzerland, and they're actually looking like they're doing pretty good. Don't they have like tributary states? They're friends with Champa, but no, they don't have very many. It's the 16th century, and nothing has been colonized. Not even these islands over here. Actually, no, France got something. It looks like the French might just have to be the ones to get all this, and even they take a while. So I don't know if much is gonna happen over this way. And here comes Russia. So it's safe to say there's gonna be a little face-off with the English as soon as they get over there. Uzbek looking pretty good. Nogai, Crimea, the Ottomans, although the Ottomans have clearly lost some stuff to the Mamluks. What a surprise. Ooh, who's this? Oh, Munster. Munster sieging out like all of France. That is a really unfortunate situation you got yourself into. Ouch. And the Moroccans have taken some stuff away from the new Asian Iberians. So they're still facing their own Reconquista. Did this world have a Reconquista? Maybe, just different faiths. Japan is beginning to unify, so that's a pretty big deal. We'll see if the Japanese do their own 100 Years' War against France. Maybe they'll get on the continent somehow, although they should just focus on the West. It's completely open. I mean, France is actually getting some islands, but they are the only ones, and again, they take a while. So the Americas might just be colonized by the English. Rip Castile. Major F in the chat. That is amazing. And Portugal, I guess. I forgot about Portugal too. So there's just down to 3 over this way. Oh, and they're actually out grabbing some of these islands, so they're getting slowly closer to Australia, Grenada, Aragon. Portugal is actually not completely dead. I figured there's probably something out there with Castile too. And this is what we gotta watch for. Great Britain might be making the leap to Alaska soon, or oh, they're already in California. Okay, never mind. They are the first ones to get to North America. Oh, I wonder if the Aztecs are actually gonna have a chance, since they're gonna have a little bit more time to develop. Maybe, I doubt it. But yeah, safe to say, the English are probably just gonna go up and down this coast, grabbing everything because no one else can really take it from them. Italy's basically done already. I don't think they're gonna have much of a chance. I mean, if they were alone without the English, maybe we would have seen like an Italian nation form, but that's not gonna happen. Unification of Japan has occurred, but that's not the only one. We also have Scandinavia, which I think was formed by Sweden, probably. Now they're gonna have to face a pretty tough foe because Russia, yeah, they just going off. Korea also finding success by continuing to go after the Africans. So, oh, by the way, Morocco lost their stuff here in this part of, what is it, Asia, Europe? I don't know. The Ottomans looking a bit better as they've clearly just moved straight into Europe. They didn't even, like, really worry much about the Mamluks. Mamluks probably out, I don't know, colonizing something. And it's now down to 2, Galicia and Aragon. So, they will probably get all of this. Oh, they already have. Okay, this is Aragon, I believe. Aragon, Australia. That actually sounds pretty nice. Or is it like Aragonese, Australia, or something like that? Anyways, they're probably also gonna get New Zealand too, or the chances are pretty high. There we go, Tuscany, just going forward here. So they just moved from northern Italy straight into like this whole area. I'm sure like Russia maybe helped them. They have clearly some nice friend. And then, Sardinian North China. That's pretty amazing. How'd they do this? Both Cascadia and British Columbia have been formed, and French Mexico is now a thing. Actually, so is French Caribbean. They're calling it something else, okay. And this is new. Insanely, Morocco has made it to Florida. Can't say I've ever seen Morocco colonized, so that is a first. But the Japanese are here to save the day. They at least finally made it over. Took them long. Japanese Newfoundland, so we might be seeing a Japanese Canada. Canadian weebs are just screaming right now. Oh, and Japanese Brazil. I love that. Does that make sense too? Like, isn't there a ton of Japanese people that love Brazil? Brazil's like the most population of Japan outside of Japan, something like that. And I figured the rest of this was gonna happen. France is probably gonna take over all of South America, unless England or anyone else gets down here. They're definitely colonizing the most, at least out of Europe. Fantastic. And we also have Morocco and South Africa. Makes sense. They're dealing with some, people that like to do freaky things. And also Yemen. Yemen down here. That's amazing. Yemen doesn't look all that great, so I don't know how they managed to do this, but good for them. We'll see how long they survive, because I don't know for how long. I love this Korea so much. Korea now wrapping up around Africa to get to this new Asian Iberia, taking over all this stuff. They actually might, oh, they even got this part too. Okay, so unless France stops them, they might be super successful here. Wow, and I just realized there's an elephant in Europe. Not used to that, although Carthage were the original ones to do this, right? Lithuania has eaten Poland, but they're having a lot of trouble against Scandinavia, as Scandinavia Baltic lands growing. Danzig is here, that's new. Brandenburg is all right in the HRE, and Russia's still looking big and scary. But I think Britain might be okay, because they're just expanding more and more into China with Tuscany, so clearly these two are hooking each other up. They're allies or something. And bam, that is from a royal marriage. So Galicia is probably gonna have, I don't even want to say their best game ever. It is their only game that I can really think of. So they took all of Aragon's colonies because that was like a personal marriage. They had their own Indochina wedding, wasn't an Iberian wedding. Bam, and the French are just taking over. Japanese, Brazil didn't do all that much, and neither did the English, surprisingly. Morocco's continuing to expand in Florida, and come on, Japan, you gotta get together. I need more of this amazing fusion. Figured that was gonna happen, so Korea might just be the strongest power in Europe. Actually, no, it's gotta be Scandinavia. Japan hasn't done much over here, and the revolutionary Ottomans having a bad time. They've clearly been having a very poor time, but now it's gonna get even worse. Persia's formed, and they're going after the Arabian Peninsula. This Indian nation doing pretty well as they take out, this is a horde, right? This horde. And Tuscany has just clearly done their own royal marriage. I was going to say the British had to have had a personal union that I didn't look at over Tuscany. I would have never guessed the other way around. They must have got much more powerful. I don't know. Well, they're gonna have a lot to deal with because their European friend that was also swapped still doing okay. Not the greatest, but it looks like they're definitely gonna get into some heated wars. This is the North America of this world. We've got Tuscany in the western part of North America, France taking over like the core in the middle, New Galicia, New Morocco, and Florida. That seems like a place I want to visit. And the Netherlands managed to get a bigger Canada. Well, it's hard to say because, you know, it's wasteland, but you know, they managed to get more than Japanese Canada. Japanese Canada is actually gonna fall. They have all this, but it's going away. As a big, beautiful Serbia, I'm definitely loving the Serbia. The Ottomans fell, but Scandinavia is still taking most of the credit. I think there was also another personal union with Bohemia. Look at this. Pretty sure. I can't tell for sure, actually. Korea doing their own thing in the south, and I love it so much. Maybe they'll continue to expand into Africa, take out the rest of Morocco, go after Mali. Well, they have already... Oh, they have this. They can say that? Galicia in Africa, now the dominant power, so Yemen got kicked out. There are a couple other people. Persian Cape of Good Hope, and there's a couple others. Madagascar, looking splintered like always. Russia's still having success, even though Tuscany... They must be cool or something. You would think there'd be a lot of wars between these two. Also, these guys having success as well. Russian Malaya is now a thing, and I have noticed that the Russians are doing a bit more than just that. Yeah, Russia's gotten over here to Papua New Guinea, and maybe, yeah, even New Zealand too. Wow, that's surprising. I've never seen them do this much colonization. The 100 Years' War between Japan and Korea has started, and it might last for a very long time. France always collapses, I swear. What is up with that? The Big Blue Blob sucks now. Scandinavia has demolished Russia. Russia is just getting embarrassed at this point, so that's good for Tuscany, I guess. They are gonna be super safe. Wow, they're scary. They probably won this game. Korea looks pretty great too, but they're kind of being outshined at the end because of Galicia. Galicia has taken this area, which doesn't make any sense. How did they possibly do that? I think France has lost all their colonies, so we have Chile, Brazil, and Colombia, Mexico, and even Louisiana. Tuscany's kept a hold of British Columbia and Cascadia, and Japan's been completely kicked out. Here are the winners, and for the first time ever, Tuscany has won the game. Actually, someone from Italy for the first time has won this game. That has never happened before. Scandinavia getting 2. Thought Galicia was gonna do a bit better. 4th for the Mamluks and Louisiana. Wow, where did everyone else go? Korea didn't even make the list. That sucks. Here's the cultural map mode. I really like this mod. I love when like multiple changes get made to the map. It's just unfortunate that a lot of the old mods broke because, I don't know, Paradox did something weird, and that's really frustrating. So, yeah, wow, no Protestantism, barely at least. And yeah, that actually, religion didn't even change much at all. But yeah, Eijah still around, and they were colonizing some stuff in Africa. Let me know down below which mod you'd like to see. Maybe a modder will see that and be like, oh yeah, I can make that in the comments. And of course, I'm gonna cover it because I like covering this weird stuff. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Big thanks to the Spooktober patrons: ElphieC, Elijah Senpai, Ruserification, SwissAargau, Maxy G, Bonny, Famme, CooterDonkey, MisterPERKELE, BradenH, Mega Fatboy 2.0, the Hentai Lover, Millatime, Sleeper56, BirthdayDaddy, BallinLikeStalin, Furry, Cruz, Vincent S, Public Education, ElphieC, A Mikey, thank you.